afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to yet another episode of The Mix. I'm Phil Armijo, your master mixologist, and with me, as always, your resident lifestyle expert, the lovely Julie Smith.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Phil, so great to see you again.
Too.
And during my favorite season, no less. I see you've got us all ready for the holidays here.
Absolutely. Christmas time, it's just that time of year. It's a whole season. It's not just one holiday. It's just an event. And
It's a
everybody
vibe.
gets to
It's a
move,
whole
and
vibe.
It's festive, and we
Yeah.
have bourbon to feed you, and all that cool stuff.
All the
So,
good things. Yeah,
it
I mean,
is.
I just love Christmas time. I always say it's my favorite time of the year. I have two favorites. It's Christmas and it's Kentucky
The
Derby.
Derby. Yeah, I was
Of course.
about to cut you off.
You
I
already
knew
know.
that one.
Yeah, you already
Absolutely.
knew that.
So speaking of Christmas time, I know you love the Derby as well, but what are some exciting things, interesting things that you guys do as a family during Christmas time?
Well, I don't know how interesting it is. It is to us, but like a lot of people, we just try to get the whole family, as much of the family as we can, together under one roof, which is just
a lot of
beautifully chaotic. Yes, when I was a
Yeah.
kid especially, there are just so many cousins and aunts and uncles, and it's just, like I said, it was chaos, but in the best way. So I loved that. And then one of the traditions was that my parents used to let me and then my younger brother, when he came along, open one gift on Christmas Eve. And each year it was a pair of new pajamas. And over time, of course, I knew it was going to be pajamas, but that didn't matter. I was just excited to be opening something.
The fresh new gift.
Yeah.
That's funny. We did the same thing as well. We got to open
the
up
one
one
gift.
gift beforehand. And then, of course, the next day, magically, all these millions of gifts would appear. So over time, my brother and I, adventurous as we are, we did a stakeout to find out what exactly is going on here.
Oh, you
How's this
staked
guy
out
getting in
Santa.
my house? How's he eating these cookies? Where's this milk going? How are all these presents showing up?
You need to know
So it
about
was
it.
fun, and eventually we uncovered the truth.
Oh, you busted mom and dad. I don't know what he's talking about. But I'm just kidding. No, I used to try to do the same thing. I would stay up as late as I could. I mean, I would just be completely, my head nodding, but I'm looking out the window, waiting to see Santa. And sure enough, every year, I'd be like, darn it, I fell asleep
How
before he
did they
got
know
here.
that? They were really good at that, like pulling it off
They
for
were.
years, right?
They just waited until we knocked
Even
out.
like with the tooth fairy, that somehow that
I
money
know.
always ended
No,
up
that's
in
a
my
good
pillow.
one too. Yeah.
You're slick, Mom.
Well done. Some of the things I love to do now, each holiday season, is the holiday programming at the Woodruff Art Center.
Oh,
That
I've
is
heard that's
a
beautiful.
can't miss. Yeah, that's always fantastic. And then you've got the stunning St. Regis Hotel. Of course, they have Santa come visit there. There's always a gorgeous tree there in
festive.
the foyer.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
very formal.
very gorgeous. Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, it just makes for beautiful holiday pictures as well.
And also Atlantic Station has that light
They do,
display out
yes.
there. It's so cool. And if you're further north of town up by Marietta, go check out those lights over there by Life Chiropractic. You know where that
That's
is?
a big one. Yep.
That's a big one up there too.
Absolutely.
And one of my personal favorites, skating at Piedmont Park.
Ice skating.
I
yes.
love it. It's
How did I
awesome.
leave that out?
Yeah,
you
it's
have
great.
to do
It's
that.
great for dates, first dates, and,
Yeah.
and if somebody falls down, it's a great icebreaker.
Ah.
And so
be here all night,
got
folks.
that. I will be here all night.
But it is.
So-
It's a romantic first date because you
It
have
is.
to hold hands and.
And
hold
there's a
each other
bunch.
up.
There's ice skating rinks all over town now too.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
got one at this plaza here. Got one on the rooftop.
That's a
over
super fun
Ford Station.
holiday thing.
Yeah, those are awesome.
Yeah.
All good.
All right. So here is the pressing, important question as it pertains to the holidays, Phil. Fruitcake. Is that a yes or a hard no?
What about it? What about the fruitcake?
I'm going to take that as a hard no. So I am also not a big fan of the squishy, soggy, damp, clammy
Just don't like the flavor.
loaf
Yeah.
of whatever. But a lot of people, for some reason, just think it's the ideal hostess gift. I guess because it's easy, convenient.
It is easy.
They don't know what
of
else
course.
to
It's
take.
traditional. It's easy.
Right.
But I'll give you guys a better idea at home, okay? And it's sitting right
Thank
here in
you.
front of me. These make wonderful gift ideas, especially for the season, gift-giving season and all that.
Bourbon, right?
I've got the professional Julie Smith here to go through this
Yeah.
with me, so we can narrow down these different profiles for you guys at home. Just figure out exactly which one it is that's going to be right up your alley. Right up your alley, right up your friends and family's alley.
yeah.
Or anything. Yeah,
Whoever's
just something
hosting,
good.
whoever the
Whoever's
gift is
hosting.
for.
Bring this gift instead of the fruitcake, please.
Absolutely. And I think people will be a lot happier to see that coming through the door
Absolutely.
than the fruit cake. So this sounds like really important research to me. So I'm ready.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So I'm going to introduce you to the all-star lineup here today, guys. First off, we've got the Bardstown Bourbon, which you guys have seen in some past episodes. We're focusing on Fusion 5 here. They're also the one that is known for their revolutionary process of distillation.
Yes.
Also, we've got All Nations up next. You might remember that one from
I
the past
do,
episode
yeah.
as well. Yeah. They're also the company that chose to put their distillery in the actual county or birthplace of Prohibition. Remember that?
Right, and they're still a dry county to
Still
this
a dry
day.
county today, that's
Yeah.
right. And then we've also got one of our local favorites. We've got the Old Fourth Bottled and Bond Bourbon, which is from the Old Fourth Distillery here in Atlanta. It's the first one we've had since 1906.
Awesome.
Let me slide these here in front of you so we can get them lined up with the
Sure.
one you'll be sampling. You'll be the one from the bottle, of course. So we'll start off with the Fusion number 5. This is a perfect example of one of the Bardstown's innovative blends. They start with a sourced 11 year, and then they add 2 of their own signature mash bills into that. So there's 3 mash bills total in the Fusion number 5 series. It'll be described as notes of bread pudding.
Yes, that's a good way to describe it. This is really, really rich, and there's a sweetness to it. And I could smell that before I even tasted it. This would be perfect for that friend who loves a decadent dessert. That's really good.
Yeah, all right, let's move on.
So what do we have next?
Oh, next we have All Nations. It's a 6-year bourbon. This one is very interesting. It's more oaky, of course, and it also has hints of bananas Foster.
Oh my
and
gosh.
poppy.
It really does. It smells like bananas. Let's see.
Yeah, careful.
It takes
it'll
me
punch
just
you.
a second to get it down.
Julie's not a traditional bourbon drinker, you
Well, it's
guys
just
at
it
home.
warms
so-
you up, so-
Which is great for you because she can give you more of an accurate description of trying to narrow down somebody's profile.
But you're absolutely right. Definitely the warmth. You definitely get that. It smells like bananas.
Does it?
It really does.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Very good. I like this. This would be great for that person who likes, like an after dinner snack, or a treat.
The
you
nice
know.
dessert.
Yeah,
apple Foster,
somebody
creme
that would like a
brulee,
bananas Foster.
Tres leches. Need I keep
Those
going?
things, yeah, and a
I'll go
coffee.
all day
If
long
they'd
on
like
this.
that, they will like the All Nations. And like I said,
Okay.
it's a little more mellow than the Bardstown. The Bardstown, very decadent, very rich. Both of them very good.
Got
I
you.
think it would be either a mood thing, or like you said, you know the person that you're gifting. So
Why don't you go ahead and give this one a try?
Okay.
This one is bottled in bond, which means that it was made by a single distiller in a single season. Then it was aged for 4 years locally here in a warehouse in Atlanta, giving it some awesome hints of caramel, cinnamon, and there's some nutmeg tone in there as well.
I'm definitely tasting the nutmeg and the caramel for sure, both of which I'm a big fan of. That
Big
is
nutmeg.
really
You like
good.
nutmeg a lot.
I love nutmeg, and for me, nutmeg is a seasonal thing. I don't know if it is for everybody, but I'm really not tasting nutmeg until we get into the holidays. So that's one of the things I really like about that. Definitely, I'm a big caramel fan too. This is going to be great too for like an Atlanta local or somebody from here that has moved out of town. They get a little taste of home.
Taste of home.
Right here in
Yeah,
their glass.
There it is.
It's perfect.
So for our new bourbon drinkers, what exactly would you tell somebody that starts out like somebody that likes more of a lighter bourbon versus somebody that likes the heavy spicy?
Well,
What
definitely
would you
the
go?
heavier one is that first one, the Bardstown. That might be my favorite of this particular flight. It is very, like I said, it's like a decadent dessert. It is rich, it is flavorful, really good. All Nations, also very flavorful. It's just a little more mellow to me.
Oh, it's more mellow. Okay, so
yeah.
does the oakiness overpower?
No, it's not overpowering, but it does definitely separate it from
Got
the
it.
Bardstown. Sweeter here, oakier here. And then in the Old Fourth, again, it's just I'm tasting kind of that caramel and that nutmeg, and if that's something that you're a fan of, you'll like this.
There you go.
For sure.
Well, thank you for helping us narrow down our flavor profile
course.
here at home. And these make for great gifts, and it's sure better than a fruitcake. We've got the Burdens. Bardens. What is this again?
Is it number 5, Fusion? Bardstown Fusion, Bardstown number 5?
This is the 5th time we've done this one. Well, guys, that's all the time we have for you today here at The Mix. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to go visit us on themixga.com to see some of our past episodes.
And remember to like, comment, and subscribe by clicking the link below. Cheers, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.